According to a new analysis from the Institute for Policy Studies of 100 of the S&P 500 companies, Millionaire CEO pay increased from 2019 to 2020 by 29%. During this same period, worker pay, average worker pay, declined by 2%. So at a time when the millionaire CEOs got themselves a 29% raise, workers actually had their pay cut. So there was plenty of money to go around at these corporations. And by the way, the 100 S&P 500 companies that they looked at were the 100 companies with the lowest median wage. So these were already, paying bottom of the barrel for S&P 500 companies. And rather than reallocating that money to their employees, rather than creating a little bit more stability for the workers, the CEOs, board members, shareholders, whoever it is, paid that money to themselves. They're not reinvesting into their own companies. They're not expanding. They're hoarding wealth. And let's not forget that this happened during a pandemic. Workers across the world were struggling as economies, as entire countries completely shut down. But these millionaire CEOs doing better than ever. And this comes obviously on top of reports that have been coming out for months now about the billionaires in the United States adding $1 trillion or more to their overall collective wealth. The wealthy elite are doing better than ever in the United States. And workers, as this study points out, are getting less and less. And it's not because they're not productive. It's not because the companies are not profitable. And it's not because there's not enough money to go around. It's because of one thing and one thing alone, and that's greed. That's it. That is the entire explanation. And this study proves that. When you have CEOs making more and more and workers making less and less, it's not because there's a cash flow problem. The only cash flow problem is that it's all flowing to the top and not back down to the workers. So when you see these little stories and these Republican talking points come out, which is happening pretty much every day at this point, like, oh, this poor company, we can't find people willing to work for us. They don't want to come in here and slave away during a pandemic for minimum wage. Oh, they're lazy. No, they're not. They've had their eyes opened. They understand, based on what's happened over the last year, that the government has the money to take care of them. We did. We found the money. We got the money, we got it to people, and suddenly they were able to pay their bills. So you can't be mad at the workers for not wanting to come back to your horrible company when you pay them squat. They've had a taste of what it's like to not be at the very bottom of the barrel. And there's no going back from that, nor should they have to go back from that. These companies can afford to pay them more. They're making the choice to not do it so they can put more of the money back into their own pockets. And that's the story. That's it. That is what is happening in corporate America today. The rich get richer, and the working class continues to get screwed.